come today to find out some embarrassing and crazy fun stories about our experience with the lead up to filming Welcome to Plathville. We have a very important life tip today.
Reality TV 101. Don't get sunburnt.
Hi everyone, welcome to Learning Brave. I'm Skylar.
And I am her wonderful husband, Ross. Today we're going to continue on with the story about how the Gilberts came to be filmed in the TLC reality TV show Welcome to Plathville Season 2.
So in our past episode we talked about the story of how we ended up on TV.
Yeah.
Today we're going to tell you about like my embarrassing story.
The day of.
The day of.
The day before and the day of filming.
Okay, so as we're filming this, we still have not seen the show. I kind of feel like if you're on the show, you should get to watch it before the world sees.
Yeah, we should, shouldn't we?
I don't know. I just feel like you should be humiliated privately before publicly.
Yeah, maybe. I agree with you.
But we haven't seen it. So we're like dying.
But hang on. Who's to say that we'll be humiliated? We might look amazing.
Yeah, right.
Okay, here's my story. Ready?
Yeah, it's a good story.
Like a week before we did some filming for Welcome to Plathville, I had got my hair done and it had been a long time.
Yeah,
Because it'd been COVID.
Was it your first post-COVID
Yeah, like it was
haircut?
and we don't have a lot of money, so it's a splurge. And so I'd had my hair done, and just for something fun, I'd had like a rose gold toner put through it, like highlighted and rose gold toner. And it was pretty and subtle and pink, and I loved it. That's needed information.
That's the backstory.
That's the backstory. Right. So then, like a couple of days before the first time that we filmed, we had some friends come and visit us from
Utah and Atlanta.
Yeah.
Came all the way across the country.
And so we were like really excited to see them, and they were with us for 2 days.
Yep.
And one day we were just hanging out and talking. But I didn't do any hanging out and talking. I spent the whole day fixing my favorite dress because I was going to be on TV.
What else do you do when you're on TV? You got to spend the day fixing the dress.
Yeah, like it's red and my favorite. I love it. But the sleeves needed fixing. Anyway, but it was really fiddly, and the machine I was using was... Anyway, it took me all freaking day to fix this dress. Ross was enjoying visiting, and our kids were enjoying visiting, and I was sort of like part of it and sewing for like 12 hours. Yeah, it took ages, but I did fix it. After a whole day, I fixed it.
Good job, babe.
And then the next day, we went to the beach because...
Why not? That's what you do when you live in Utah and you don't get to go to the beach very often.
Well, in Australia, we get to go to the beach so much because we usually live around the coastlines. But in the US, I've realised that, like, you can be stuck inland.
Your whole life.
Yeah. You never see the beach.
True.
So we were feeling a bit like, yes, the beach. So we went to a beach in Florida for the day. Okay. So, I mean, we're all really fair and blonde. And so I was like, okay, we're filming tomorrow. And I was worried about that. And our friends that we were with had lovely, like, olive skin. And so they don't have to worry about
Or dark hair,
anything.
olive skin.
And they thought I was really weird because I was like, everyone wear a hat, wear sunscreen. I was
like we're Australian. It's like slip, slop, slap.
Slap, slop, slap. Slip on a shirt, slop on sunscreen, and slap on a hat.
A friend's teenage daughter was like, man, you guys are like, you really care about the sun.
And we're like, yeah.
But I was like, we're going to be on television tomorrow, so like, be filmed. And so I was really strict, and everyone got sunburnt.
No matter what we put
Nothing
on,
worked.
we put it on. It's like the water in Florida just takes the sunscreen away.
Right.
Something else changed, not just our skin color, but
I am stupid, and I didn't realize that, like, being in the ocean, because I was like, the ocean, and I was swimming for hours, and then I later realized that it strips color from your hair. Ladies, did you know that?
salt water.
Oh, now I do. Salt water is like a scrub on your hair, apparently. So it stripped my hair.
If you ever have a bad hair day and it's dyed poorly, go to the ocean. It comes out.
You'll be fine. Anyway, so I was bright red. I was the worst sunburn, and my daughter Zali was probably next worst, and everyone was a bit pink. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I had bright red face, but then and my hair was like,
It was gone.
you'd think I'd be happy that I no longer had pink hair, but I should have, but I actually just felt ripped off because I'd spent like $100 or something to get it dyed, and then it was gone, and I was so upset. So I was like, look, I bet she's really nice. I bet the hairdresser will fit me in. And so the first day of filming, okay, so the first day we filmed.
The morning of our day that we're filming, my wife calls up the hairdresser and says,
Please fit me in. I didn't know the ocean's trimmed colour.
please put it back in. And so she went to the hairdresser. And what happened next, babe?
So we knew that day of filming was going to be like 5 o'clock at night. So I was like, I've got time. I'm good. So I raced to the hairdressers, and she couldn't really fit me in like normal. So she squeezed me in and put me like on a chair in front of a wall. So there was no mirror in front of me.
Mistake number 1.
So I couldn't see what was going on. And I agreed to just go home with it wet. So the hairdresser was lovely. She was like, Southern hospitality.
No
It's
worries,
okay,
sunny child.
Sunny child. Sweetie pie, I'll fit you in. Like, she was like the best. And anyway, she was like, you liked it pink. I'm going to do it a bit stronger. And I was like, sure.
Mistake number 2. Don't change the colour tone the day of the filming.
Anyway, and of course, I wasn't wearing any makeup because I was going to get ready just before filming. Anyway, I drove home with wet hair, and I hadn't even looked at myself because I just was in a hurry. And I walked in the door.
And me, this is where I take over. Myself and my children turn around to see
No, you all gathered around.
We all gathered as my wife walks into the house with her wet hair that was now red, with her red face. And I just started laughing because it was pretty horrific. It was pretty bad.
Well, it wasn't red. It was rose gold, which is more like flesh colored.
Oh, it was. All I can say, guys, it was a bit of a shock. Well, my wife is pretty hot at the best of times, and to have her walk in like that the day that we're going to go on television, bit of a shock to me.
It was pretty sad. Anyway, I walked in and everyone's around me going. I mean, I already signed contracts, so I had to go on television. And you were like, are you going to, maybe wash it a few times?
You probably need to start washing it 10 or 20 times. All right, Levi, show us how to do a Tim Tam Slam.
So we usually bite both sides and you use it as a straw.
Pressure. This is pressure. Is it soggy? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And then you have to shove the whole thing in your mouth.